Welcome to round 3 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of August 16th. I'm Nicole Erdix, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
And Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
We're moms of teens and young adults, and when it comes to parenting, we've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. But we're still waiting for that day when we'll reach the finish line and have no further need to lay down in a dark room with a wet rag over our eyes worrying about something or other. Wednesday is complaint day here on the Parenting Roundabout, and today we are complaining about talking till we're blue in the face. Okay, well, not really, but what are your top phrases that you and your family tend to say all the time until you're blue in the face? What would we hear over and over again if we were eavesdropping in on your conversations, or if we were a fly on the wall in your house?
Or a drone outside the window.
Yes. Now, Catherine, this was your idea, so I'm going to throw it over to you, and you can let us know what made you think of this topic.
Well, it's not very exciting, but I was just thinking about how, it's not so much like catchphrases or inside jokes or that kind of thing, but it's just like these topics come up over and over and over again. And sometimes they're fun and sometimes they're just like day-to-day life, like if you were in my house, you would definitely wind up hearing, look at this TikTok. From the children to the parents, definitely not the other way around.
Right.
You would hear one or all of us say at some point, are we out of popcorn? Because we require a steady supply of popcorn. And no matter how much we buy, we seem to never have enough popcorn. And I think you would also often hear just like, look at what Daly's doing right now, or that's one of our dogs. Look at what she's doing, or look how cute she is, or look where she's sitting. Or although my other dog got the Instagram treatment the other day because he managed. I was sitting next to him on the couch, and I was watching a show on my laptop, and he's trying to get my attention because he wanted, I think, to go outside. And finally, he just reached over a little paw and pressed the trackpad on my laptop and pushed pause on my show.
He paused with his paw.
It was really quite
That's impressive. Also annoying, but still impressive.
I know it was just a lucky coincidence, but it was quite amazing, and I had to share it on Instagram and also tell all the family members so that they could similarly be impressed. So those are just a few of the topics that we return to again and again and again over here.
We have a lot of animal related phrases in our house as well. I can relate to that. Ours go more along the lines of, let Missy out for a pee. Where's Ellie? Which is the cat, because she's always hiding on us. Get off the couch.
That's the dog is always on the couch. To the pets, not to the kids, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Who's ordering dinner tonight? That's another common one. Or what should we order for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
That would be a common one. I got to think some more on that one. Terry, how about you?
Well, I think lately, this time of year, what you would hear a lot is my daughter saying, it's too hot. Can we turn on the air conditioning? Why is it so hot? It seems really hot in here. It's kind of steamy. Oh, look how hot it is in here. And my husband is in charge of the thermostat, and he likes to keep it at really a level that would probably horrify you and most people. 81. And she's not wrong that is hot and that is above the recommended temperature to have your house at. But you know what? He does a lot of stuff for us. And he has a reasoning behind wanting to keep the house at 81 during the day. And I'm going to give him this one because I have a fan in my room by my desk. And I'll just go sit in front of the fan. She has a fan in her room on her desk. So she could just sit in front of the fan and we would all be fine. So she accepts that as a condition of her continued free rent. But still,
But she doesn't have to like it.
The subject still comes up, even though I think over and over again that it's been settled. And yet still there will be a comment. Of course, as I've mentioned here before, a phrase you hear a lot from my son is, "You're embarrassing me." That never gets old. That's always around. And we have a little family expression that we use quite a lot. When somebody is being cranky, we just go "Rawr, rawr, rawr," at them. And then it diffuses the situation. So depending on what kind of day we're having, you hear that a little or a lot. That would be a good way to calibrate. If we're all growling at each other, probably we're all a little stressed.
It's probably not a good day.
That's definitely a family thing. We all do it, and it's fun. It's a fun way to deal with to diffuse a tense situation.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there's the goodbye, I love you. That is mandatory.
Yes, that absolutely. Did you say goodbye to Mom? Go say goodbye to Mom. Say goodbye. Yes, that comes up a lot. We hear that. Everybody hears that, and I say that. And, there are very many lectures that I give to my daughter in particular that I seem to give over and over and over again, which it does not seem should be the case. It should just be heated and we never have to talk about it again. But
or perhaps you could record it and
I could. You know what? That's a great idea. I'll just record it, and whenever she comes in and is talking to me again about exactly the same thing, I'll say, "Honey, I'm going to text this to you. Just go into the room and listen to it. Save both of us a lot of time."
This is number 143.
That's right. Oh, we're on that one today.
Mm-hmm.
So
one of my uncles famously, he would be given the task, like the punishment of writing commandments over and over if he misbehaved. He would have to write down, "Honor thy father and thy mother," like 100 times or whatever it was.
Oh my gosh.
For the old days.
He found out where they went after they were turned in to his father. So he saved them for future use.
That's lovely.
Smart.
Very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very clever.
Smart.
Yes.
Wow.
I can picture your daughter figuring out some sort of strategy like that.
Have I mentioned that my husband writes down what we have for dinners each week and keeps the piece of paper, and we have about 10 years worth now stuffed in the bag.
Nice. Does he ever use it?
You could think he could just use them again, just pick one out.
Does he use
and
it
say, "Here's
to
a week."
Get ideas?
No, just every now and then he will say to my son, "When did we have this thing?" And my son will just blurt out a date, and then they will go look through the bag, and indeed that was the date.
Well, there you go. That's why you have to keep them. For party
Splinter
tricks
skills
like
come
that.
in all sorts of forms, don't they?
That's funny.
But
Yeah, I mean, when we had my son here, there was a lot more phrases being overheard, but because usually he was doing something that wasn't a good decision. So
Are you making a good choice?
yeah. But no, it's just funny because I think, you wonder, like, I mean, and the other part too is, we have a lot of visitors coming, going, or we had before COVID, because, our friends and family would come down from Canada and stay with us. And one came down and he was a friend of Josh's, and he stayed with us for over a week or whatever. And he's like, "Wow, your family talks really loud." Like, "We do?" He's like, "Yeah, you guys yell a lot." But not in a bad way. It's just like, we're just really loud. And I'm like, that's got to be my husband's fault. He's Eastern European. He is he's just out there, and I felt so bad. I'm like, "I'm so sorry," and but it's you wonder, like, what do people think of your family?
Oh gosh.
When they're there and visiting.
Yeah.
So
interesting. We do a lot of talking about food. You will often hear in our house somebody saying, "What's for dinner tonight?" Usually I plan my whole day's meals based on what we're having at night, in terms of balancing, high calorie and low calorie things and stuff like that. So I like to know early on. But then again, my son always posts on Facebook what we're having for dinner. So if I haven't heard, I can always check there. And then every Saturday we go out. So we'll always be saying, "What's up for Saturday? What's up on the list for Saturday?" Because we keep a list of takeout places and we go through them in order. So
Right.
that's another frequently heard phrase. Usually 2 or 3 people during the course of the week will be asking about it.
What's next?
We like to know exactly what we're eating and from where and when. And
What's the plan?
there's not that much going on in our lives. It's important.
This is important.
It's a highlight of the day.
It's funny.
Absolutely.
I like food.
Yeah, we also get the "Did anyone feed the dog?" conversation. So, and like you, Nicole, someone put the dog out. Someone bring the dogs in.
Yes.
Are they outside or where are they?
Yeah, exactly.
If we didn't have these pets, we would have nothing to talk about.
Yes. And of course, once a week you hear, "Be quiet, I'm trying to podcast."
Right.
I'm going to podcast now. Turn off the air conditioner. Leave me alone.
That's where we are today.
Yes.
But we'll finish up with round 3 today, and we'll be back tomorrow with more conversations. We're going to obsess about back to school prep, and then on Friday we'll discuss what we've come up with for our Roundup picks this week. You can find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.